Okay, sir.
So what I'm saying that electrostatic polymer microactuators can be formed from polyimide material. Okay, so polyimide is one class of polymer which has it has got electrostatic properties, and it is used for making microactuators. Okay, so polyimide based ferrite magnetic composites for magnetic microactuator is another application. Polymer as electronic material, and that electronic material like semiconductors, silicon, germanium, etc. So similarly, polymer can be used as electronic material because nowadays polymer transistor has come up, and has been successively fabricated using polymer, and people are thinking of polymer can be used for active devices fabrication also. Okay, so that both passive and active components and MEMS components can be can be uh, incorporated together. Okay, can be integrated together, and as a whole total will be known as polymer MEMS. So as I will take one separate lecture on polymer MEMS in future. Okay, so you have that portion. I think it is in module last module, polymer MEMS. So a single crystal polymer is also possible by uh, forming long molecule chain. Okay, and because you can have certain chain and some series of chains, polymer chains are created, and those chains are regularly repeated in a particular material. If you arrange those chains in a regular way, then it will work as a crystal. So that it is also research is going on how to get good quality polymer crystal also. Okay, day by day. So this table actually shows the properties of the polymers and its fabrication techniques, and in which case it is used as a MEMS device. Okay, now some of the polymer names I'm showing here: polyamide, uh, Pedilin C, PMMA, polyester, polycarbonate. Now PMMA is basically used as photoresist material also. Polymethyl methacrylate, polymethyl methacrylate. Okay, polyester, polycarbonate, and polyamide. Its fabrication process is coating technique. Okay, coating technique. Uh, Perilene C is also coating technique. PMMA is used by fabrication, which is called the Liga technique. Polyester is also a coating technique, and polycarbonate using hot embossing technique. Okay, so these are the fabrication processes. And polyimide material, when it is used, the elasticity property of polyimide is used for those devices. Similarly, in case of Perilene C, vapor barrier vapor barrier property is utilized for PMMA elasticity, and uh, optical properties are utilized. In case of polyester, uh, elasticity property is utilized, and polycarbonate, both elasticity and optical properties are used. So when you use polymer as a functional material, then we use some functional property, and those functional properties those functional properties are piezoelectricity, conductivity, or uh, electrostrictivity. Okay, so these are the functional properties, and its main application are either sensor or actuators, and the names of polymers used for sensor and actuators are used as employing the function properties like PVDF, uh, polypyrrole, or uh, it can be fluorosilicon, silicon, or polyurethane. So these are the polymer materials which are being used nowadays in different kind of micro sensors or actuators also. Okay. So now come to the ceramic materials for MEMS. So we discussed on metal alloys, and we discussed on polymers. Now we will discuss on ceramic materials. So ceramics are inorganic materials that consist of metallic and non-metallic elements chemically bonded together. That is the definition of ceramics. And the materials used for ceramic material used in MEMS are aluminum oxide, silicon dioxide, silicon nitride, sodium chloride, calcium fluoride, and YB2Cu3O6. So this is a new ceramic material we have studied using in case of MEMS devices. Ceramic pressure microsensor for uh, high temperature measurement, high temperature environment in which area ceramic materials are promising, particularly two areas. One is high temperature, another is harsh environment. Okay. So in high temperature and harsh environment, you cannot use the metallic MEMS because most of the metal at that high temperature will become soften and its property will be lost. So another thing is semiconductor material, if you use for high temperature, then problem will be semiconductor properties are highly dependent on the temperature. So there, if you use piezoelectric property, then uh, high temperature, the property will change. Okay. So the change of resistivity, piezo resistance due to the strain, and as well as due to the temperature change, change will be combined together, and you cannot separate each other. So those are the problems at very high temperature. So there, the normal metal or polyimide polymer, or you can a semiconductor are not promising. There we have to go for certain ceramic material which can withstand very high temperature, and other is in suppose in harsh environment. Okay, that is also another application of ceramics. So silicon carbide, silicon carbide, uh, a very promising material for MEMS for harsh environment. Silicon carbide is a new, is a very important material nowadays in case of in case of optical devices in VLSI also. Now other promising functional ceramics are zinc oxide and PZT. Okay, that is lead zirconate and titanate, that is PZT. Okay, and zinc oxide. So these two materials are extensively used nowadays as the functional material for MEMS. Okay, fabrication of this ceramic MEMS techniques used are screen printing, tape lamination, micro molding, soluble gel, and MSL. MSL stands for micro stereolithography. Micro stereolithography, MSL. So microstereolithography technique is used to get three-dimensional structure in polymer, in ceramics, or in sometimes in case of composing materials also. So that the MSL technique is a special technique which is not being used in VLSI but is extensively used in MEMS. And in detail, I will discuss in micro stereolithography technique, if possible, in separate lecture. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's all for today. It's enough. Go through the slides and videos, and if you have any queries, you can ask me. Okay.
Okay,
Right.
sir.
Hmm. Okay, tell me how many of you were present in first session? Can you tell me the name? On you?
Uh, Sir, I was present. Sahnawaz Alam was
Oh,
present.
Sainus.
Uh,
Ankon.
and Shreya Ankon present. Shreyan
Shriyan.
Ghosh. Uh,
Sure. Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So see you on next week. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.